Hello guys and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we talk about everything Thailand. Well guys, I enjoyed the little trip, but it is nice to be home. It's raining got a bit of rain going on here in Buriram, but it was nice to get away for a few days in Rayong, mainly for the family. It wasn't really that much of a rest for myself as I was the designated driver. And William, my 15-month-old son, he got a bit sick, got a bad stomach and stuff. So it was hard work, guys, to be honest. It was mainly for the kids to enjoy themselves. We was meant to do it at Christmas time, but we had a family conference and we decided to do it earlier and have Christmas at home this year. So back in the real world now, back in Buriram with the rain. We were quite lucky. It only rained a little bit in Rayong, but it didn't mess our holiday up whatsoever. Now, in today's video, guys, I just want to speak about a debate that's gone on for 6 years that I've been here. It might have gone on for 20 years, 50 years, 100 years. I haven't got a clue. But there always seems to be a debate between rural life, the countryside, living in the countryside in Thailand, and then living in the cities or the tourist places in Thailand, and what's the best for you. So I want to touch base on this because it's very good for me to do it now, after I've just been to Pattaya and I've been to Rayong. It's great to discuss it. So let's roll the intro and let's get on with today's video. Cheers. Right, welcome back, guys. I'm using a new mic at the moment, but I'm waiting for it. I've got a big daddy mic here. Can you see it? Right? But I didn't realise I needed a sound card and I needed an adapter and all that kind of caper. So I'm waiting for Lazada to drop it off. So I'm investing the money that I'm making from YouTube back into the channel. I've near enough got everything I need. I probably need now around about another £2,000, and I can buy the camera that I want, and I can buy the what's it called, the gimbal that I need as well. And I'm ready to get out there and start traveling around Thailand and meeting some of you guys that are based here in Thailand that have got very interesting stories to tell. I've been speaking to a few different people. I was speaking to a guy on email last week where the mother of his child disappeared. I can't remember whether it was when the baby was born or at a very, very young age, and she disappeared and just left him to raise the kids on his own, which are, to me, it's unimaginable. And it happens a lot here in Thailand. I'm hearing a lot of stories at the moment about this happening. But yeah, he's got a very interesting story. He lives in Pattaya. He's had a few different businesses and stuff to keep himself going. And the issues that he's faced by being a single parent with like a half Thai child in Thailand, it's been quite difficult. So he's definitely someone I'd love to meet up and I'd love to interview. There's some other people as well that I've spoken to recently. So I'm all ready to go. So I'm hoping by around about February time, I'll be ready to rock and roll and start meeting people and start interviewing, because I think it'll be great for the channel and it'll be great for you guys as the viewers as well. Right guys, in one of my recent videos before I went on holiday, I started speaking to you about my visa issues. So my Thailand Elite visa finishes in January and I need to sort out a visa. So I decided that I'm going to need a non-O dependent visa or family visa because I have a son here in Thailand. I'm not legally married, I'm just village married, which is not like anything legal whatsoever. It's just in the eyes of the village and the eyes of the people here, we are husband and wife. That's how it works here in Thailand. A lot of married couples in Thailand are not actually legally married. So there's a fun fact for you. Now, because I've been privileged, right, and I say privileged because I really mean it. I had the money back in the day, I don't now, I'm like Tiny Tim now, Oliver Twist. But back in the day, I was privileged enough to have the money to buy a Thailand elite visa, which was really, really handy and made life very, very simple for me here in Thailand. But now that's coming to an end, I've got to try and get a visa, and the non-O visa is the simplest visa to get. Well, it's not simple, but it's the only one I can get, to be honest, that can keep me here long term. Now, a lot of, well, not a lot, a few subscribers told me that I can't get a non-O visa on the Thailand Elite visa that I have. And also, I got in touch with a company that does visas that tried charging me 39,000 baht for the privilege of helping me. Basically, they said the same. I have to leave the country and I have to come back or whatever. Now, I don't have a clue about any of that stuff, and I'm going to have to do some research. But when you look online, it's just all gobbledygooch. You know, I'm a smart enough guy to get my head around most things, but the problem that you get about visas is that when you research about them, you get one person telling you have to do it this way, and then you get another person telling you that no, that guy's wrong, you have to do it this way, and then you get another person saying no, both of these guys are wrong, you need to do it this way. So it becomes a bit of a headache and it becomes a bit of a nightmare, and I totally understand why a lot of you guys do pay the 39,000 or the 30,000 or the 20,000 to get somebody to sort this problem out for you, because it can be a bit of a headache. Now, like I said, I'm Tiny Tim Oliver Twist. I'm not in a financial position to just basically throw 39,000 baht at this Thai woman and say, right, deal with all my problems. So instead, I'm going to have to do a bit of research and find out what I need to do. Can I go to the border at Cambodia or Laos and get a non-O visa? Do I have to pay to get into Cambodia, and then can I pay straight to come back? Or do I have to have a day in Cambodia or 2 days in Cambodia? And then when I do come back, can I pay for the first initial 3 months of the non-O visa and then give the birth certificate and show proof of the money and all that stuff that they need? And then am I all right then? Basically wait for them to approve that, and if they approve it, then yeah, I get an extension for 12 months, and then every year I have to renew it. So I kind of understand the rigmarole of how it all works, but I don't understand the border situation. I presume that if I couldn't get a visa while I'm here in Thailand, that I'm going to have to go back to England, have to wait a little bit in England, 3 months or whatever, until I can actually come back to Thailand. So really, guys, because I've been privileged enough to have that Thailand Elite visa, I don't understand about visas whatsoever. So if anybody fancies helping me and you do know what you're talking about, then I'd really appreciate an email, guys, to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Thank you very much if you can help and you have the right kind of information. Okay, now let's get on to this debate, yeah, about rural life versus the city life or the tourist life and the tourist destinations. Now for me, guys, yeah, I've lived in rural Thailand now for about 3.5 years, maybe coming close to 4 years. I've spent my time in rural Thailand, and there's many things that I like about it. And I might as well just list them. With my videos, guys, just so you know, I don't have anything written down. I don't set everything up. I just freestyle it, because I think there's so much fake stuff that goes on where it's all scripted and stuff. I just don't like to be like that. So even though I might get tongue twisted or whatever, blah, 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 I'd rather just give it to you straight like this, okay? So, what I like about rural Thailand, I like that the people are genuine. If they don't like you, they don't like you. If they like you, they like you. Yeah? They're very simple and they're very easy to read. No one's trying to hustle you really over here. There's no hustling that's going on. You've got fresh air for the most part in rural Thailand. It's very green. It's not a built-up place. There's not big, massive skyscrapers or big, massive condos. If you want to go and relax by the lake, there's not someone saying, excuse me, can you buy this? Can you buy that? You don't have to deal with all that stuff, guys. And I just find the people, like the country style people, just more warmer in nature. Yeah. they're more natural, more caring, more kind, more considerate. And this is just my own personal observation. Everybody is going to have their own observation compared to how long you've lived here, where you've travelled to, where you've lived, and how much you understand Thai people and how much you understand the language as well, because that helps you understand people better here. So everybody's going to have a different point of view dependent on your experience. Okay, now I went to Rayong, so we'll talk about Rayong, whatever you call it. We'll talk about there first of all. It's an industrial place, so I can imagine there's a lot of pollution. It must be a polluted city. Traffic's very crazy. Everybody's driving super fast, even on the beach roads. They drive fast. It's impossible to drive slow and look at restaurants or anything because there's somebody like literally right up behind you trying to push you to go faster. But the people there seemed nice enough. Nobody seemed ignorant or horrible or in a bad mood or anything like that. And the foreigners, most of the foreigners that I seen there worked there. They was workers. They were working for Thai companies here. So they were like working class types of people, seemed pretty normal, nobody crazy. I didn't see one person drunk or one person be rude. I've seen a few expats, older expats, that went to that Purple Parrot restaurant that I went to. Yummy food, absolutely delicious, guys. If you're in Rayong, check it out. Believe me, I've tried a few different restaurants while I was there, and this one just blows everybody out of the water, and the prices, guys, are just super cheap. But yeah, Rayong didn't seem too bad. The people didn't seem too bad. The traffic were a bit crazy. Obviously, you're going to get the pollution from the factories and stuff. But it was all right. It's livable. You could live there, yeah, and you could be fairly happy. I mean, if I had to leave Buriram to go to Rayong and live, I think I'd be okay, yeah. Now let's jump over to Pattaya. Bloody hell! Like, I have to say bloody hell. I don't know what to say. I don't like to swear on the channel, but yeah, flipping heck, this Pattaya is just absolutely, for me, guys. I know there's subscribers that live there. But for me, it's a hellhole, an absolute hellhole. It reminds me of Blackpool in England. It's just disgusting. I don't know how to say anything about, because you have to be careful when, how do I say this now? You have to be careful with what you say, because for me, like I say, I'm not scripted. I just say what comes out from here, and it comes out of here. And I don't like to offend people, because people might have lived in Pattaya for a long time and it's their home and they love it, etc. And then they'll say that, yeah, you just went to the wrong places, there's other places that are better, blah, 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 blah. But if you walk through Pattaya, or you pick a direction and you walk for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, yeah, you're going to come across all sorts. All I did was literally go straight to Jomtien Beach, yeah, get out of the car, go over to the market, yeah, and straight away I seen a woman full of tattoos, the 5-line stripe here, lots of tattoos all over, no smile on her face, nothing warm about her, and she just moved to the side and just stared at me and stared at my wife and then stared at my son with no smile whatsoever, just staring. Super weird, super strange, and straight away I knew I was in Pattaya. I knew I'd arrived, yeah. And then literally a few minutes later, 5 drunk ladyboys were stood behind us, all messing around with the dresses, swearing in Thai, talking crap in Thai. And yeah, guys, so literally we'd been out of the car for less than 5 minutes and already that went on. We crossed over the road to Beach Road. Now bear in mind, guys, I always forget about this. This was 9 o'clock, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, well, you don't expect to see anything. But apparently there was a party on the night before, so I think all these lot have not been to sleep. So anyway, we crossed over the road and there's about 40, 50 people just sat on the beach floor, yeah, on Jomtien Beach, all sat in a big group drinking alcohol. You had foreigners that looked like the Suckerpruck type of foreigners, yeah. If you don't know what Suckerpruck is, You'll have to look it up, but it's a Thai word. But basically, like low-class foreigners, yeah? Cheap Charlies, Chinook, Chinia, whatever you want to call them, type foreigners. And they were all sat in the middle, yeah? Nobody on the outside, they're all in the middle, like the Thais surrounded them, ladyboys and freelancers just surrounded them. And they're all sat in this big group, and they're all still drinking, being loud. And right next to them, you've got the guys that run the like little restaurants where you pay for a seat to sit down with your little umbrella and all that. So nobody wants to go and sit there when they've got all that going on. So they had no customers whatsoever. Yeah. So it must have really upset them. But Thai people don't like to cause a ruckus, and especially with ladyboys, because they'll kick right off. So you're best off keeping stum and just losing money, which is unfortunate, but they don't like to cause problems. Thai people, if they can, they'd rather be quiet. So we walked past them, we went about 500 yards and we sat down, yeah? And then the person that served us, not much of a smile, not that happy. The foreigners that I seen walking up and down just seemed miserable and zombie-like. Everybody looked like a zombie. Just no life in them, no happiness, no anything. Now, I know it was early in the morning, guys, but if I walk out early in the morning in Buriram, you'll see people smiling, chatting in the street, happy. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, there, I know I wasn't there for long, like walking on the street, because we went to the beach and we sat down, but everybody looked miserable, lifeless, and zombie-like. And for me, I don't want to see that. Like when I leave my condo or leave my house and go outside, I just want to see happy Thai people. Yeah, I don't want to see like sucker phalangs or drunk phalangs or anything like that. When you live here, when you're on holiday, it's okay. But when you live here, guys, you don't want to. For me, I don't know, but other people are different. I know people that live in Pattaya and Bangkok and stuff. Like, Bangkok's my #1 place I would never ever live in. Not a chance. If you paid me to go and live in Bangkok, I'd refuse the money. I couldn't live there. Yeah, no matter if you put me up in the most high-soul place, the most high-class place, I still couldn't live there. I just don't like Bangkok. And that's just me, guys, I suppose. Some people might say I'm being negative. Some people might say you just don't know Bangkok. I understand what everybody can possibly say to me. But just from me, from my experience, I just don't like it. It's too built up, it's too overpopulated, it's too polluted. I just don't like it, and it's super expensive. Pattaya, I just find it, I compare it to Blackpool, and I just find that if I walk past, say, 20 people, I will hear people from my own country, guaranteed 100%. Now, I come to a foreign country to get away from my people. I'm not saying that I don't like English people. Of course I do. I'm halfway around the world, guys. I just want to be here with Thai people, or if I'm in China with Chinese people. Yeah, that's a country that I've come to. I just want to escape. And I know that if I live in a tourist place, I can't complain about that. I'm going to be surrounded by people from all over the world, especially in Thailand. And I deal with that. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. Right, now another important factor is the safety factor, okay? Now, over here in Buriram, most people will leave the keys in the bikes, in the cars, leave the engine running. They'll not be afraid of anybody really stealing, guys, because if you steal in Thailand, it's pretty serious. And if you live in a village and it's a small local area, there's going to be a big, big problem if you get caught stealing. Where literally you could get your hands chopped off, yeah? They deal with it very, very seriously. Crime and all that kind of stuff. You have to think about that when you live anywhere in the world. Now, I've always felt pretty safe in Buriram. At night time, if you're walking around at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, all the vampires come out and all the schmeagles crawl from under the rocks and everything, and that's just the way it is anywhere in the world, okay? But during normal hours, you don't have to be afraid, don't have to worry. Now, I can't say the same thing for places like Bangkok or Pattaya. Yeah, it can be very, very, very dangerous, okay? all you've got to do is look on the news. There's always something going on, always something happening. So you've got to bear that in mind as well. So if you have a family, yeah, I can recommend Rayong. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. It feels safe enough. The prices are pretty reasonable. So it's not going to be super expensive for you. You've got the beach life, etc. Most of the foreigners that live there are either older, seem like normal type expats that are older in years, and then the younger guys are all just mainly workers that actually work in the factories, if you can call them a factory, I suppose. Um, they work in the industrial sector there, so it's all right, not too bad to live. Just be careful on the roads. For some reason, Thai people are very slow when they get out of the car, but when they get in the car, it's like it's a race to the traffic light, a race to get past you. Just getting that one car past you, getting in front of you is such a big deal to Thai people, and I've never ever understood it because they don't really get anywhere. They've just gone literally one car in front of you, then stopped at the light. But that's just the way it is here. You have to get used to it. This is Thailand, TIT. So guys, in all honesty, I can honestly say that I'm very, 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 very happy to be back in Buriram. It's nice and chilled, I find it relaxing. It's even raining now, but I'm happy. And for me, everything is super chill here. Yeah, I don't have the sea. Yes, I don't have the beach, but that gets boring anyway. I've got a lake, it's massive, and there's places to sit, there's places to chill. If I buy myself a cheap little boat with some oars and just row out, I've got little islands that I can go to as well. It's not the same as like Phuket, for example. You know, you can go out to the nice islands, but better than nothing, guys. And I don't have a lot of crazy foreigners here. Normally, most of the foreigners here are older in years, just normal type of expats, and they're normally quite respectful and they're okay. So I'm happy where I am. So guys, let me know what you think about the area that you live in Thailand, because there's a lot of people that are deciding to come and live over here in Thailand and they just don't know where to set up shop. A lot of people now are being put off by places like Pattaya, which used to be the #1 go-to destination. But for me, over the years, I think Pattaya has gone way downhill. And Jomtien, 6 years ago, you know, I lived in Bang Saray. I used to go Jomtien a lot, and I loved Jomtien. When I compared it to Pattaya, Jomtien was awesome. But now, from a little bit of experience, I wasn't there a long time, guys, so it's bad for me to, you know, condemn the place. But just from what I've seen and my little bit of experience there, it just seemed to look like it's gone downhill. But maybe I was in the wrong part. I noticed somebody comment before, nah, Jomtien is different to Jomtien if you go further down Beach Road. It's different, etc. So yeah, there might be certain places, but again, if you walk 20 minutes or you walk 30 minutes, you're going to come across undesirable people and undesirable places, and it's just the way it is. But guys, let us know down in the comments and let other people know what you think about the place that you live in. What are the good sides to it and what are the bad sides to it? For me, the only bad side of Buriram is that, yeah, it can get a bit boring. Yeah, there's not great for shopping, you know, if you want to go and shop for nice branded clothes and stuff, like, you're going to struggle. If you want to shop for luxury items, you're going to struggle, yeah? But everything else it's kind of got. You don't have a beach, you don't have the sea. But like I say, you get bored of that anyway. So Buriram has got everything really that you need, apart from certain luxury stuff. Which I'm a changed man. I'm not into that stuff anyway. I don't care what I wear and stuff anymore. I live in Thailand. Nobody around me cares that much, so it's great. So yeah, that's the only bad sides really. Everything else is an upside. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. If you've got a story, guys, I'm back on track now, vlogging every day. if you've got a story and you want to put it out there on the channel and it's a good story, it can be about anything Thailand related, or if you just want to come on and do a video interview, or if you're in Buriram and you want to meet up and you want to do an interview, then please get in touch via thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Okay guys, bye for now. This will probably be my last vlog for today, and I will catch up with you all tomorrow. Sawadee Krap.